felt kind of like I was just in the ocean with like no flotation device or anything, just the waves were throwing me around. My name is Amelia Moore, and my family consists of 5 people: my mom, my dad, my sister Evelyn, who's the oldest, I'm the middle child, and Peter's the youngest.
So we picked up the kids from a friend, sat them all down on the couch and explained to Peter, who was 3, Amelia was 7, and Evelyn was 8, that Evelyn had a tumor in her brain.
Didn't really know what was happening, but Mom explained it as like the tumor. There was 1 bad cell or more when she was born, and then like it recruited other cells and made them bad until it formed the tumor.
She started throwing up every day. Every morning, 3 or 4 times she would throw up.
I didn't actually know what anything was happening. Everything I did was just going with the flow with what my family did.
So finally, the 4th visit that we went into the pediatrician, she did a simple neurological test and ran out of the room to order an MRI. Less than a day, she was already in surgery, and Evelyn and I didn't leave the hospital for 2 months. Through MD Anderson, we eventually got connected with Candlelighters, and I just remember the first time I met Janie, and she wasn't afraid to be there with us in the scary mess that we were going through. And then she tells us that her daughter's a cancer survivor. Oh, and she's gonna be a nurse that helps your daughter. Like, how is that for hope? I mean, you can't beat that.
Like, with Amelia and Peter and the siblings on it, like, it's real easy to get put in the back burner when you have to go to doctor's appointments and chemotherapy and surgery. And
going to Camp Cliff is fun. I like that our parents can also come. But the counselors are really nice, and it's very fun to meet new people and make new friends.
I liked all the activities that we got to do. It was really nice.
it's pretty cool. And I'm really grateful for that, because I know Amelia and Peter, they just talk about it so much when they come back. I mean, they talk about it for a long time after it's happened, and they bring it up a lot. And so it leaves a lasting impression, and makes them the center of attention, which they deserve to.
And Candlelighters is with us every step. They were with us throughout treatment, paying for hospital parking, covering hospital parking.
Oh, yeah.
Was huge. That adds up. They had a adoptive family, so I think twice we've been adopted, and we've just met some of the people with biggest hearts.
My brother, he always, even on the hard days, he always made us laugh and forget about everything.
When Evelyn was in the hospital, I always tried to make her day better because she always looked so sad, and and I really felt bad for her when she had to do therapy at the hospital because some of the things actually hurt.
And my sister, she's really fun to play with. And
Peter started taking care of some things on his own at 3. He mostly filled the gap of just making us laugh all the time. He's just adorable and funny, and he senses the feelings in a room, and so a lot of times when it started to get stressful or sad or something, he would either comfort us with hugs, best hugs in the world, or he'd make us laugh. And Amelia jumped into this role of taking care of whatever she could. So she helped the grandparents a lot. She taught Peter to read when he was 4, just by spending that extra time with him. When Avalon got home, she would fill Avalon's whole feeding pump and hook it up and get all the settings right. She was like 8 when she was doing that.
So if I didn't have Amelia and Peter, most days, I probably would have just sat in bed and I would have definitely not been as happy and motivated as I was.
I think that I might want to be a pediatric oncologist when I grow up, and maybe just like when I'm in college, maybe just help kids who are siblings who are going through similar things. And just
I love her, and I'm really glad that she made it through cancer and that we got to have an entirely new family with Camp Cliff.